Hey guys, and welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Darenk, and today we're gonna talk about relics for your legendary weapon. So there's a kind of tutorial of what you want to look at once you get to 100. If you want to watch, I did my first video on imbuing your item, or imbuing your first weapon. You can see it's still pretty sad. But now we're gonna look at, what should you put in your relic slots here. There are multiple things you can do. You probably know that you have relics. You can go in there, tier 1 to tier 10. You don't see tier 10 in here because we relic forging, so you can look at it. But if you go to refine, you can see how many tier 10 relics you have. Tier 10 is the highest you can get right now. How do you get these relics? Maybe we should talk about this first. They drop from every instance, drop some relics that you can deconstruct and get some random things. Some quests will give them. You can buy them from a skirmish camp. Reputation traders often have those. That should be about all we can get relics from. You need a lot of relics. So I already done the work and went to all the tier 10s and tier 9s that I want, but you gotta combine these. How you combine those? Just go to relic forging and you can do auto combine, you auto combine them all up to whatever tier you want. Before you do this, make sure you know what relics you want. So the best way of looking at this is go here. You can also deconstruct weapons and get relics out of it. Forgot about that, of course. So, if you have a weapon that you're just leveling for XP, once it hits 30 or 60, whatever you want, you can deconstruct and get a bunch of relics out of that. Probably the best way to get it. If you want to look at what you want, you can Google it. Or you can go to melding here and it will show you all the relics that are in the game. Well, I just said tier 10 is the highest, so those must be the best ones, so let's look at those. Now we can see, these are the different relics there. Let's go to the Lingus setting of will. 28 will, 622 tactical mastery and physical mastery. Not very overwhelming. Same with the might. It's not that great looking. The morale, a lot better. 310 morale. I like that. That is quite a lot of morale. And then 622 tactical mastery is like a little extra on the side. And then we have another setting of power. 290 power. Don't do this. So the settings go, if I pull up the right screen, settings go in your first slot, second slot will be your gems, third slot will be your runes, and then the fourth slot will be your crafted relic. We're going to talk about that here. You can hover over it and it will tell you, for the crafted one at least, where you can get it from. Alright, so look at the gems. 28 vitality, 1200 crit rating. That is pretty pathetic. 28 agility. I mean, the crit rating is nice, but the 28 fade agility or vitality, pretty bad. And then we go to the rune. Even worse. Look at this. 149 in combat morale region and 622 parry rating. Wow. Really, really underwhelming. But there's more. These are not all the settings. The only setting here really that is okay in my eyes would be this one, the morale one. And of course, the tier 9 is just a weaker version of it. Tier 8, tier 7, etc., etc. Mysterious. Ooh. Anyway, these are not the best settings there are, or gems, or runes. There's more. There's uniques. Unique you make out of the other ones, and they are a little bit better. Again, we're not gonna look at all these. Just gonna go straight to the strongest one, which is Westman level 90 right now. Not sure if they're gonna add some more better ones with the new level cap. They haven't said anything. So look at these. They need 3 tier 10s and 11,000 shards. Let's talk about the shards real quick. So where do you get these shards from? Well, the easiest is probably if you combine your relics, you have a chance of dropping shards. And there's actually an item that you can get, and Hop it gives you VIP, or you can buy in the store, called a Scroll of Combination, that increases your chance of doing this for 15 minutes. So when you crit, you get more shards. You can buy this quite pricey, but if you have one like from a gift or quest, I don't know, drop quest, yeah, why not? But make sure you know you're ready. Combining relics is also very expensive. 2 silver for tier 1, but if you go up to tier 9, it's 1 gold basically to combine these. Way expensive. Make sure you. I spent 20 gold doing this. I haven't even done. I just did enough for one weapon. I gotta do this for my other weapon, so I'm gonna probably spend 100 gold on this. That's our money sink right now. Other ways you can refine runes. So if I refine a tier 1, I get 1 shard. Tier 2, I get 3. No, all the way up to tier 10, where I get 2,304 shards. That's a good way of getting shards, but on the other hand, you need your tier 10s. What I like to do is, you can get your crafted relics. So let's say you have a lot of tunes, they all have a guild. You can make the crafted relics. I don't have that set up on here in this guy, unfortunately, but if you're in a guild, you have guild recipes for crafted relics. You can craft these relics, and then you can deconstruct them, and if you do the highest one, it'll give you, I think, 1,200 shards, and the next one will still give you 1,000 shards. So, and if you have, 6 tunes, they all have this, you get every week, you can get, around 20,000 shards. So that's a good way of doing it. That's what I've been doing, that's why I have 57,000 shards. Well, 58,000. Or you can refine. Whatever works, but, if you want the really good ones, you're gonna need some shards. So let's look at these. -5 item wear chance on hit, 364 block parry and evade, 1818 incoming healing. Not bad. I don't really care about the item wear chance. The block parry evade is quite low, but the incoming healing is nice. So it's more a tanky thing. Westman settings of beginnings. 205 physical mitigation, 171 in combat power regions, 35 vitality. That is, I think, for the price, very weak. I would not, no. I don't see any class that really could benefit for this. And then we have the Westman setting of endings. 7.5% devastating magnitude, 1454 crit rating, 182 morale region. If you're a DPS class, you devastate, I'm still very puny. You devastate magnitude. You devastate crit chance will cap out at some point, but your devastate magnitude can always go up. 7.5% X on that means your devastates will do more damage, and they already do a lot of damage. I mean, if you're a hunter, you can devastate for 40k, at 7.5%. That's quite good. And remember, it's not only your weapon you can put this in. You could put this in your offhand as well. So you can get up to 15% extra devastate magnitude. That is, as a DPS class, quite amazing. And then 1454 crit rating. Those are 2 essences. It's better than a crit essence. I don't know if I don't have one on me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have one on me. That is better than a crit essence though, so you could put something else in there instead of the crit essence. 2. Amazing. I would, if you're a DPS class, I personally would go with 2 of those if you have the materials. So this is the setting that I would go with. Gems. Partial block parry mitigation, more block rating, more might. Very good for a tank. Don't underestimate partial block and parry mitigation. So if you look at this real quick again, I cannot. I'm on a horse. That's why. Let me dismount. So if I look at my parry, when you partially parry an attack, the damage is reduced by 0.7%. I might as well not partially parry. But for a tank, that can be quite high. It go up to like 50, 60%. And with this, again, you can have 2 of those. Adds another 20%. And you partial parry, I think it's worth it for a tank. Number 9 extra block rating, so it's good. Charity, more attack mitigation, more attack mastery rating, more power. Well, I like the mitigation, I like the attack mastery rating. I don't care about the power. But if you look at the values in itself, it's not, essence is better. So, I don't like this one. I do like this one. Crit defense, morale, power. Almost 400 power, again, not as good as the essence. But if you put 2 of those in, one in my weapon, one in my bag, that's 800 extra morale. Pretty good. 600 crit defense, not that great. And then, another 800 power I don't care about. But the morale alone is nice. It saves me again. It saves me another morale essence that I don't have to put in. That I don't have to begin with because morale essence are pretty tough to get to. So right now, what I would put in, well, my weapon and my bag is I would put in 2 of these, 2 of these. So I got my setting and I got my gem. Now let's look at the runes. Courage, partial evade, parry, agility, parrying. Again, good for, you know, a berg, need some extra mitigation, a tank, and something else. So the tank, if he puts in the gem of, which one was it, Fate? In both weapon kills get 20% parry mitigation, up to 40% extra parry mitigation on partials. Don't underestimate that. Power, again, for us, obviously that's kind of pointless. Mitigation, physical mastery, technical mastery, fate, you know, not bad, but really it doesn't hit it. Only thing really useful here is the technical mastery again. And then the wisdom, attack duration, evade rating, will. Attack duration, you know, means how fast you can attack basically. They don't have the stat up here anymore. So I'm kind of staying away from it because I'm not sure how exactly it works. If you know, put it in the comments. But for me as a rune keeper, I'm not capped by how fast I can attack. I'm capped by, you know, my cooldowns and my inductions. So I think as a rune keeper especially, that attack duration is not very useful. It might be better for champion and somebody who has no inductions basically. But for Runekeeper, I don't see how this is very useful. Again, I think it just makes you attack faster. And then evade rating will... and that's it. That is the best? No, those are not the best runes, at least in my eyes. Because weirdly enough, we can go up, down one, to Wildermore, level 85. And, well, see the same ones. Don't make sense, they're just upgrades. But what happens when we go to Eastman? 80. You know, 20 levels back. Look at that. There's a lot more settings here. There's a true setting of the 300s. Well, that's just an upgrade from this. We had these Eastman settings here. Devastate magnitude crit rating. This one was Devastate physical mastery if you wanted. True setting of the North. 330 morale crit rating incoming healing. Well, this might be better for a tank or something. So there's a lot more here for some reason. I haven't figured ever out why Eastman has more. Great River 2, same thing. So check these out. Maybe just Great River and Eastman has these extra runes in here that are hidden away. I think not a lot of people. And they're a lot cheaper and only take T8 runes, but they're still not bad. I mean, there's a better version for this. Crit rating and fate. Again, we've already seen this one. The Wizard's Whale. You know, crit rating and fate might be okay for you. We've already seen this one in a different version a little bit. Evade parry. The attack duration, but this time with power and morale. I like that actually. And then again here, the 300s was a good one for quite a while. True setting of the North. This is still decent for a tank. If you look again, the setting for tanks on Vestment. You basically have the stability one, which is not that good. And this one is really not that good either. So if you're a tank, you know, I would totally go with the true setting of the North in both of them. You get 1600 incoming healing, which is great. That is, well, it translates into 3200 incoming healing. It translates into 2400 extra crit rating. You don't want to waste, you know, a crit essence in your tank build, but you want to crit a little bit. And another 660 morale. This is definitely what you want to have as setting for a tank. These gems are again just downgrades. Got a Gem of Twilight, crit defense, technical mitigation, morale. That is pretty good. Actually. What was this? Well, it's crit rating. Well, it skips the power for technical mitigation, which is nice, but you lose. Well, you don't lose that much. You lose 60 morale. Drops the power for crit defense. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, drops the power for tackle mitigation, which, yeah, I'm still think it's gonna go with the other one. It's also a little bit cheaper. The Rising Moon. Yeah, I'm not convinced by this one. But remember, our runes were pretty bad. There was no good rune here. Well, there's runes here. So let's look at the runes on the Great River first. So we got, well, this one, nah, not for us. For tank more again. Swift Light. Not bad. Morale, power, attack duration. I think I already looked at that one. Looks familiar. And then the true rune of the White Mountains. Attack duration, physical mastery, tactical mastery, agility. Not bad. And then the true rune of the Darkwood. 330 morale, 310 power, 242 physical mitigation. I like this one the most from all of those. Again, I don't know how the concept of attack duration works nowadays. That's why I kind of try to stay away from it. But for as a DPS runekeeper, I like this. It will give me more morale. And the other ones are really, I mean, this one gives you tactical mastery, which, okay. But if I do this, I mean, I get, if I put it in both weapons, I get another 660 maximum morale. I could, in my head, skip a morale essence and put in a tactical mastery, which will give me, 1200 tactical mastery. So I like this. I will get 2 of those. So that's how I will set it up. I will get 2 of those. So I need 8 tier 9 relics and 19,000 shards. I will get 2 of the setting of the endings. So I need 6 tier 10 relics and quite a lot of shards. You need a lot of shards. And then I will get 2 of the gems of hope. That is my personal favorite setup. It gives me a lot more survivability, and I can put in more tactical mastery essences in my essence armor later on. Let me know what you think. Are those the essences that you would go for? And then, yeah, don't forget, when you try to set up your relics, look first. Because maybe you like one of those. You don't want to upgrade everything to tier 10. Because maybe you like this one. You need tier 9 relics. You don't want to convert them into tier 10s. That's what I've done in the beginning. I was like, look at those. I need tier 10s. Tier 10s is the best one. So obviously I need all tier 10s. No. And these tier 9 ones are pretty good too. Even the tier 8 ones, I think you can argue are, maybe you like those a lot. Maybe for a champion, that attack duration is really nice, even though you lose 100 power, morale. But yeah, make sure to check out these Great River and Eastwind uniques. They're very good. So, just to show you real quick, I already set it up so that I know what I want. So I do, again, as I said, I want Eastwind one. Here, don't worry about one more. I want the Eastwind one. I'm going to use the true rune of the Darkwoods. I like it. So I choose this. I prepared it. I have 4 tier 9 relics. Well, I have actually a lot more. But I can pick out whichever I want. And honestly, I just, whatever. This way I don't get rid of anything. Maybe I want to do it. So I choose those 4. Again, it doesn't really matter. If you choose a lot of these, you're not going to get more morale or something like this. It doesn't matter. Just pick 4 on random that you think you don't need. And then you just click melt. If you have the shards, again, shards you can get by refining, crafted relics or tier 10 relics or whatever relics you want, or by combining relics. You can also get them on Hobbit gifts. I think those are really the only ways you can get shards. I like doing the crafted relics one, just log on, do your day. Saturday I do my crafted relics, build up shards. And I'm gonna need almost 100,000 shards or something like that. You're gonna need, and there's other uses for shards which I'll tell you in a second. Anyway, just click melt. There you got it. Now you can get to your weapon, and it was a rune. So I go to a rune. I want to put it in my firestone. Make sure you get the right one. There are scrolls that remove your relics, but it costs you money. Eastwind. Again, those are the level 80 ones. It's the best one that I can see. It's really good. I put that in. Start relic. It's my firestone. Yes. Boom. 300 more. 330 more morale. 310 more power. 242 physical negation. That one, who cares? It's the morale really that matters. And the power is a nice extra. In longer fights you might actually get some power issues. Alright. Let's do our other ones. So we said I wanted the Westman setting of endings. Look at that, I cannot melt it. I have plenty of tier 10s. I got 6 tier 10s. I need 6 tier 10s, remember. But I have the wrong ones. I need an LvL setting of might, LvL setting of morale, and power. I only have the power. I need to get the might and the morale. Same thing with the hope. I got the endurance, but I need the dexterity and the fortune as well. Now, don't, like, oh no, now I have to, go back and, randomly, hopefully get the right ones and the wrong ones I can refine for more shards. Don't do that. It's a little bit of a complicated part. So remember, we need dexterity, fortune. Those are the ones we need. Endurance, dexterity, fortune. I wish you could, like, put it on the side. Just write it down, make yourself a note. And we need might, morale, power. What you can do now is go back to those. Go to tier 10 here. You can create these. So, I already forgot. I'm really bad at this. Let's get rid of all this. I don't want to see this. Don't worry about all of these. I mean, if you totally into mounted combat, you can get some mounted combat ones as well. I don't waste my shards and relics on those personally. And this one, it's way too expensive on shards. Unflow Scroll of Empowerment costs 42,000 shards. No, don't. It's a waste. Same with undefined items. I mean, okay, the little ones, okay, but 5,000 shards for that. Don't use it on this. What is support? Oh, that's that. Legacies. Definitely no. You can get these for skirmish marks. Don't waste your shards on those. Alright, let's make the endings first. So we need might and morale. Well, you can look at the might. I need 768 shards and 1 tier 10 relic. I just click on choose, and now it will give me a choice of my tier 10 relics. Now remember, for my other item, I need these gems of endurance, so I don't want to get rid of those. I do not need any runes, so I can get rid of this, and I need the power one. I do not need the will. See, I'm bad at this. I don't remember. Do I need the will for anything? Power, might, morale. No, I don't need the will. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I have the power already, so I need 1 morale. And I'm going to use the will. I don't need the will for my other one either, because I need the gem of endurance and whatever else there was. They were all gems. So I just click on one here, melt. It cost me another 680. That's why you need so many shards. Click on melt. Boom, we have 1 tier 10 setting of morale. So it takes out that randomness and you can still what you want. Okay, what else do we need? Might. Well, what don't we have? Might. So we're gonna melt this. Well, we don't want to use our morale. We just got this. We don't want to use our power. We don't really want to use our endurance, so we're gonna go ahead and use this deflection. Again, do the same thing. Melt. And now we have our might. Perfect, right? And now we can go in and get our Westman setting of endings. We're gonna melt this. 11,000 shards. Ugh, so expensive. Alright, and then again, we wanna make sure we put it in our right weapon. It's gonna show up under settings, Westmans. Make sure it's the right weapon, because otherwise you have to spend a relics recovery scroll or whatever they're called. And then again, it will show up in your character under Devastate. You look at crit rating. My crit rating is far from being capped. Magnitude of a crit or Devastate hit is increased by 28.2%. Well, we look for the tactical ones. Now, this will not show. I think it will. Let's see, 28 point whatever it was. See, it says now the tactical Devastate has increased by 30.6. That's not 7.5%, right? Well, increase our crit rating to begin with. It's Devastate or critical. So, I haven't actually tested this. Hopefully, in-game, it will increase it by 7.5%. I hope there's no bug. If there is, I'm really mad. But this is just because it has crit or Devastate. But, internally there should be a plus 7.5% for Devastate. So our magnitude for devastating hits should be 38.1%. Alright, and then we can do the rest. The other thing for the Gem of Hope, I'm actually gonna hold back. Hopefully you got the idea what to do. The reason I'm gonna hold back, I didn't actually realize that. Poor planning. I need the Dexterity and the Fortune, right? But if I choose here, all I have left is 2 Gems of Endurance and 1 Gem of Might. Power. I need those, because I need this for my back as well. So I don't wanna, waste my 768 shards here. I'm gonna have to get more relics to get this. Alright, and then the last one is the crafted relic. For this, I gotta move around here a little bit. So I hope you got the idea. If there's any questions, anything is unclear, just, in-game message me if you're on LvL, just put in a comment. But, just make sure that, you look over those Eastman and Westman ones, because you might want to have one of those unique relics, which are pretty good. Hope the game doesn't crash. They did this data transfer. No, it's kind of unstable right now. Hey, come on. Please don't crash. Okay, it didn't crash. Alright, crafted relics. Quite interesting. You need, to get the best crafted relic, you need to have guild access and be gilded all the way, which I am not. I'm too lazy on this. But we're gonna look at what we can get. The problem is you cannot trade them. They're bound to character, which is you can't get rid of them. But you can get to your guild leader over here. Well, yeah. So you get to tier 9. Here you really want to get the highest one. I guess they're legendary recipes. It's your what they're called for the jewel. I forgot. Here, the necklace of the emerald recipe and the elaborate necklace of the emerald recipe. What it will take some, well, what is it for emeralds? And it will take Compendium 5, which you can get at a skirmish camp pretty cheap. And some, high-grade Erlinger steel. So they're pretty cheap. They have a cooldown. The big one has a cooldown of 6 days and 18 hours. The little one has 2 days and 18 hours. So what can you get? So you craft those. You go to the guild leader. After you craft them, you go to the guild leader. It's a process. Go to the guild leader. Go down here to filter by profile, and here guild recipe relics. And it tells you, which one you need. Obviously there's little ones, but here are the crafted relics that you can get. There's quite a bit. Look at all those. There's stuff for mounted if you're interested in the mounted. They're good. 600 war steed endurance, sure. 11 turn rate, not bad. Minus 27% attack duration. Again, I'm not exactly sure how this works. Maybe somebody in the comments can enlighten me. But I think it's just, how much time there has to be between your attacks. Which makes sense for a champion, maybe a hunter. Fire Rune Keeper, again, we are more put down by our induction times. That's really where we're hurting. Champion is more, the faster it can attack, great. So, yeah. You might want to research that. Anyway, for our weapon, there's only these 2 here. Guild Relics and Guild Relics page 2. If you want the best, go to Guild Relics page 2. Here we have Sealed Vestment Device Battle. Again, there's no tier 10 ones, those are all tier 9s basically. So they will come from your Westman crafting, not from your Norian one. So you know. Battle, no. Might, critical rating, physical mastery. Great for any might class. Actually, agility, crit rating, physical mastery. Great for any agility class. Tactics. Will, critical rating, tactical mastery. Great for any will class. Insight, fate, crit rating, tactical mastery. Fate is... it gives you crit rating, calculation, in combat power, morale region, and non-combat power region. You can go for it. I would go for the will for myself because it does increase my resistance resistance and of course my tactical mastery itself. Protection, if you're a tank, you don't want the might, you can get crit defense a little bit. Physical mitigation and tactical mitigation, great. And then potency is just... is that the same as insight? I never noticed that. I have no idea why there's two of those. Fate, crit rating, oh, physical mastery, and this is tactical mastery. Okay, I see. So this is more for physical mastery class. Problem, these are bound to account. Bind on acquire. Not bound to account, bound to character. Anything that's bind to character, you cannot even send to, you know, per mail with Mythril coins to somebody else. If something's bound to account, you can send it per Mythril coins to somebody else. Or to some other your tunes, right? You can't. This one binds to your account, character, and you can't get rid of it. So that's why you need this level. So you need to be kindred with this guild. Maybe you're free to prevail, you don't have the guild stuff. There's still relics you can use. So if you go to Guild Relics 1, if you make the weaker one, which is the... Again, there's a, you know, a little bit weaker one. For the Necklace of Emeralds, the 2 days, 18-hour cooldown ones, you can get, you know, a Sealed Vestment Device of Will. Get some extra will, 50 will. This one you can trade, you can buy in your auction house, you can ask somebody to craft it for you, you can put it in. It's not as good as the other stuff, but you know, it's better than nothing. And again, depending on your crafting, you know, there's will, agility, vitality. You might have to do a little research here. You can check out these guys, you can see which crafting does which. Cook Guild is interesting, they probably make the best one. If you don't have, you know, your guild, you can ask somebody to make, I think it is morale. Yeah, you can make this, get extra 250 morale, so if you put it on you get extra 500 morale, which is nice. Again, I'm not as high, I definitely want this, I'm working on my crafting, I'm a little slow. That's where I want to go. It's not a 32-minute video, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I hope that explains everything that you can do with your relics. I don't know why I went to my instance finder, I meant to go to my legendary items. Hope this explains it again. I didn't do this yet because I don't want to waste shards, basically. Toughest part will be getting enough shards and relics to get there. How do I get relics if I'm lazy? I do a lot of epic battles, a lot of runs, so I have a lot of medallions and marks. So you can go, you know, might as well make a 35-minute video. Why not? I like that way the most. It's nice and easy, and I get a lot of medallions. And I go through a lot of medallions and marks, but I also gain a lot. You know, you can always do Thorok farms if you really need shards medallions. Thorok is really good to get lots of medallions. Not so good on the marks. Marks is not a problem to get. It's the medallions that you're gonna be shy of. So Thorok farms, you know, they take what 5-10 minutes or something, and you get 1,000 medallions? I forgot. It's been a while since I've done a farm. I hate farming. It's been a while, but you get a bunch of medallions. Probably the best way of getting medallions fast. But where you can get this, just to show you, because this is probably where the most people could get it. Find the legendary item, dude. Actually, I might do this. Go to relics, and you can get, you know, fuse bronze relics, copper relics, whatever you want. You know, tier 6, all the way up to tier... no, you can get tier 10, wow. So there's two methods, you can get marks and seals. If you do raids, you get seals. I'm actually shy 2 seals, so I would have to do a raid. Or you can get, you know, marks and medallions. 245, 274. Quite cheap, I think. 274 medallions. That's one epic battle run. If you do all the side achievements. So, you know, just get a few of those. You know, I don't know how many you want. Let's go down. I need a lot. There you go. Now you got those, and you can use them to make what you want. Alright, guys, that's all I have. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments if this helped you. Well, I hope this helped you. You know, feel free to give me a like and subscribe. And next time we're probably gonna tackle our essences finding. Again, if there's something else that you might want a tutorial on from once you hit level 100, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. I see you next time.